Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. A rematch of a 2025 divisional matchup. It's the Los Angeles Rams headed to town to take on Jalen Hurts and the 2-0 Philadelphia Eagles, defending their Super Bowl title at home in front of their home fans once again for the first time on a Sunday. Glad to have everybody joining me today. Looking forward to a terrific battle. This is the exact location the Rams season ended a year ago at the hands of the Philadelphia defense and the inability of the offensive line to protect Matthew Stafford, which is half the reason they come in here without a victory. As for Philadelphia, they win the Super Bowl, get the opening week win here at home over the Dallas Cowboys, ride that wave of momentum into the Super Bowl rematch, and here they are at 2-0, looking to join Buffalo as the only two teams at 3-0 thus far. Return taken for the Eagles out to the 30-yard line, and we get a taste first of Jalen Hurts and this electrifying offense of Philadelphia. As they step out onto the field, welcome everybody joining me here today. John Zeller, SM, Philly Fanatic, and everybody else joining me throughout. Going to get a quick look at our pick'em distribution here before we get underway. Hurts going to open up from the shotgun at his own 30-yard line. Man in motion. This is Jahan Dotson, the former Washington Commander, as Hurts is going to get hit, and he lost the football, but ruled down by contact. Byron Young gets the opening sack of the game. So this Rams defensive line, underrated in itself, getting us started. And the pick'em distribution for today, 23-10 in favor of the defending Super Bowl champions. What up, Packers on tap? Appreciate the membership, by the way. Dropped a little comment for you earlier. Much appreciated. What up, Seth Sama? What up, A-Rod? And what up, Trex? Good start for the LA Rams, though. Looking for their first win. 5 receivers out there. Who will Jalen Hurts pick out on a 2nd and 15? Firing deep down the left side, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Cameron Curl on the play defensively that time. As we break down the Rams defense, Brandon Fisk, I should say, Kobe Turner, Puna Ford, Tyler Davis, Byron Young, Troy Reeder, Omar Spates, Jared Verse, Darius Williams, Akella Witherspoon, Quentin Lake, Cameron Curl, and Cameron Kinchins make up the starting Rams defense as they look to get off the field here on a 3rd and 15. Saquon Barkley is in motion. Empty backfield to work with here for Jalen Hurts, running for his life, and he's sacked again. Number 2 on the afternoon for the Rams defense. And they are off to a hot start. What up, Charles Thomas? Appreciate you renewing the membership, my friend. There goes my voice. That's my gratitude towards you. Welcome to month number 2 as a member, boss. What up, JJJ? Going to be a good defensive game. It should be. It deserves it. More facts. We'll see. Punt coming up here for Philadelphia. Braden Mann gets this one away. After the Eagles go backward a full 15 yards, the Rams will begin with terrific opening field position for Matthew Stafford. Rams have fallen flat on their face when it mattered most the last couple of weeks, especially in their upset loss against Tennessee. They had no response offensively for the dual threat ability of the number 1 overall pick. No touchdowns scored by any NFL team in the month of June. True. Rams open up their offensive set from the 38-yard line. Matthew Stafford looking to get us going with the first down. Tosses this one left side. And as a wide open Davante Adams. New offensive look for the Rams as we break down their offense. Matthew Stafford, Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, Puka Nacua, Davante Adams, Tutu Atwell, Tyler Higbee, and Terrence Ferguson, the rookie tight end. Looking forward to see how he performs out here today. That is the first positive play of the game. Gain of 4 yards, and here is Matthew Stafford off the play action. Well protected this time, and he checks it down complete to his tight end, Tyler Higbee. Up to the 50-yard line. See the college football 26 gameplay? I have not yet, no. Am I going to enjoy it? Are good things coming out of that? I hope that's the case. What's his overall in 26? Not sure, actually. Haven't seen it yet. Stafford makes an adjustment at the line here. Got a couple of guys in press coverage, including up top, but it's knocked away, incomplete. That is a terrific defensive play up top as we break down the Eagle defense. Mara Ojomo, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Byron Young make up the defensive line. Nolan Smith, Zach Bond, Nakobe Dean, Bryce Tuff, Quinion Mitchell, Adore Jackson, Cooper DeJean, Tristan McCullum, and Reed Blankenship make up the starting Philadelphia Eagle defense. Matthew Stafford, flat-footed, now dancing. Fires this one across the middle. There is Puka Nacua with his first catch of the game, a gain of 7. Yeah, the Steeler-Dolphin trade was pretty interesting. Go figure that happens the day after Minkah Fitzpatrick has a interception yesterday. Is what it is, though. Hope EA gives up the licensing because I want Burger King to make a Madden game. That'd be funny. Rams facing their first third down of the afternoon. Tutu Atwell in motion this time. The handoff, though, goes to Kyron Williams, and he never stood a chance. Nolan Smith wins the race to the backfield that time, and a loss of 1 brings up a decision on 4th down and 4. Stafford Adams touchdown. Might have to wait a drive. We'll see. And a punt coming up here for the Rams. Ethan Evans looking to pin Philadelphia inside their own 10. And this punt, not his best work. Out at the 20, just as good as a touchback. So Hurts and the Eagles will take back over. 1 first down between these two teams on their opening possession. And how about that for a defensive battle? You're going to get that and plenty more in a game like this, expecting a ton of turnovers. A-Rod, you better be on it. You know what's coming. Philadelphia gets off the field without giving up any points, and here goes Saquon Barkley. His opening carry goes for 2. He is met pretty quickly up front by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Rams defense pick it up where they left off. Final score going to be 10-3. At this rate, we'd be lucky to see points, period. A.J. Brown bomb might happen. The 2,000-yard back last season picks up a pair on his opening carry. Now the screen pass setting in his direction, weaving it out of defenders, and there goes Barkley in the open field, brought down at the 50. It's a pickup of 28, and he almost got loose. All right. Philly's offense showing its versatility through a 1 individual. All right, I got Saquon. You got Goddard? I got you. I remembered I had Saquon. I knew that for a fact. Hurts once again from the empty. Been favoring this a lot more as of late, going left side, and that is hauled in. That time it is A.J. Brown. 6-yard gain. Touchdown IRL, oh, for sure. Yeah, he is not getting caught. That was Cameron Curl again that made a pretty big play there defensively. Saved a couple of touchdowns now today. Praiseworthy on that occasion. A.J. Brown with his first collection of the game. And right back to the bell cow, Saquon Barkley angling outside. And he'll settle for about a 3.5-yard gain that time. So his rushing not exactly going according to plan today. Still plenty of time ahead of us, though, just now at the midway point of the opening quarter. Philadelphia now into the I formation. And the handoff does go to Barkley. Got some great blocking downfield. Breaks the tackle and picks up 10. Well, the Eagle offensive line is to praise as well. And that's for a different time. We'll break down the Eagle offense now. Hurts at QB1. Saquon Barkley, Will Shipley at running back. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson at wide receiver. Dallas Goedert and Grant Calcaterra make it up the starting offense for Philadelphia. Rocking the green here at home today. Hurts with a 5-step drop, going to fire to the back of the end zone, looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. What up, Stewie Drury? What up, Leon Trey? Maybe a field goal. We are in field goal range. Will we see points? We're on pace. Second target today for A.J. Brown does not quite get there. Hurts getting down low once again. 7 yards away from the line of scrimmage, and the blocking starting to break down, so he picks out Jahan Dotson. 15-yard pickup that time. What up, Sid? So are you? Appreciate you renewing that membership into month number 2. You guys will notice as you progress through your membership months, you'll have a different color next to your star as a representation. I don't think Goddard has touched the football to answer that question, though. 3 tight end set looks like. or a 2 tight end set at the bare minimum. There goes Barkley, right side, angling to the end zone, and he is home free for a 15-yard score. You'll love to see that. There you go, Packers on top. Saquon Barkley, just like he did it all year in 2024, finds himself into the end zone after a 10-plus yard rush. Messiah now, there you go. Cook it up in fantasy, that's huge. He also had that 28-yard catch. He had majority of the yards on that possession. Good for me. Extra point coming up here for Jake Elliott. Almost blocked again off the near side, but it's up and good. One day we'll see a blocked extra point that actually means something. And Philadelphia fans rejoice in unison. Speaking of fantasy, yes, I'm glad you're actually here. I did want to talk about that. I was going to type it out, but was like, nah, I'll see him tonight. If you are in the Discord, remind me of your username. If not, we can get you in there and get you all set up, added to the members-only group chat on there. But seeming as we are less than halfway through week 3, we are going to allow you to draft fantasy players for whoever is left in this week and get started in the members-only fantasy league. Rams on the return up to the 25-yard line. And that is where Matthew Stafford will take back over for drive number 2. NBA free agency going on right now. I saw D'Lo to the Mavs, Brook Lopez to the Clippers. Ty Jerome is no longer a Cavalier. He went to the Grizzlies. A-Rod, I believe you had Philadelphia for this one. Double check, though, here in a little bit. Rams taking back over. Trailing for the first time today. Starting this drive out at their own 25. Stafford on a comeback route finds Puka Nacua. Thought for a second there that was going the opposite direction as the Rams suffer an injury to the offensive line. And we will see how long that lasts out here. Trainer got a fake Rolex. Can't lie. I thought it was going to get picked from the looks of it. Of all reasons to dislike Elon Musk, yours is the most petty. I didn't even see it. A-Rod? Oh, A-Rod said that. That's funny. It's an 8-yard pickup there for Puka Nacua. Matthew Stafford going right back through the air, down the middle, picks out his tight end. His second first down reception. Zach Bond there immediately, though, to make the tackle. Funny how the Ramsey trade happens after the Steelers sim. Oh, this has been going on for years now. Legitimate years. I think Bijan is the guy to go to in fantasy this year, actually, just for PPR. Stafford back to the shotgun here. Williams wants the handoff. He won't get it. Instead, Nolan Smith's got a sack. 9 yards on the play. Wow. Strange luck like that, you will come to find. That is often the case. Wow. Rams going the wrong direction. Need Devontae Adams to cook, though. I've been his Glacier since he got drafted. We'll see if he can provide here. They need it. Philadelphia fans are on their feet here at Lincoln Financial. 5 on the line, and a linebacker drops, as does Matthew Stafford. Well protected this time, but low and incomplete. Looking Puka Nacua's way. That was a tight window, and he fired it at the sill. What up, Goku? Think the Eagles will win by 17? It is looking like it right now. No answers from the LA Rams, who face a long 3rd and 19 here. Matthew Stafford going to have to uncork one near midfield or even further. Backpedaling now, stepping right, going to fire this one on the run down the field, and that is intercepted. Picked off at the 25-yard line and some returnability. 20-yard return. Wow. Sidney Brown with the INT. Too easy. Little arm punt there. Sometimes you don't mind those. Not a good one, though. Matthew Stafford gave it some effort there on the arm punt. Way undershooting his target in double coverage. Easiest interception of Sidney Brown's career. Up to the 44-yard line, the Eagles go. All right. Heck of an underthrow. You picked the Rams today? Man, that's crazy. Well, some more important pick'em talk that we have to talk about. We are down to our final unbeaten pick'em of week number 3, Zombout Flesh at 6-0. He has the Eagles today. And from here on out, he has majority of the favorites. I think the only upset he has is Tennessee over Indianapolis. So got to watch out for that. We'll see. Philadelphia Eagle offense, though, taking over with terrific opening field position at the 44. Going to extend it. No, it's a drop from Dallas Goedert. And that's an important one as well. Broken up by Omar Spates, leading tackler in week number 1. Didn't show up very well in week 2. Nobody on that Ram defense did, all things considered, though. Good pass break up there by the linebacker. And now Hurts is looking for an open target, rolling left and sacked for the 3rd time today. Kobe Turner rolls him over for an 8-yard loss. Wow. Joshua Lamar this year in fantasy? Ooh, good question. Hear me out on this. I think Lamar's due for an injury. Like, I don't hope it happens, but I just feel like a guy that, with his play style, too risky. I'm taking Josh. And now the Eagles facing a 3rd and 18. High snap is collected as Hurts dances around, fires this one downfield, completes it though. Oh no, Goddard dropped the football. Wow. 2nd drop of the game for number 88. Not a good day to have a stinker. Whitey points to the scoreboard. Hey, he's pointing to his defensive sack total, all right? On for the punt. He is Braden Mann, his 2nd of the game. Rams defense is running stride for stride with the offense of Philadelphia. Fair catch called for at the 22-yard line. And Matthew Stafford looking for something better than a punt or an interception on this drive. Fantasy QB every year. I mean, you even noticed it, though. Like, back-to-back years, he was hurt at the end of the year. He was week to week, according to John Harbaugh, and then he'd sit out for like 7 or 8. And here we go. Rams defense gets off the field unscathed. And so Matthew Stafford low again, incomplete. He left all of his talent back in L.A. on that final drive against Houston. He has thrown at least an interception in every single game this year. Him and Jordan Love, the only 2 to pull off that feat through 3 full weeks. Williams wants the football. Oh, so bad here on a 2nd and 10. Does not have his number called once again, though. Matthew Stafford going left side, and he finds Tutu Atwell. Browns are number 1 seed. Wow. Can't wait for the year, 2032? Looking forward to it. One can only hope. You just never know. Final minute of the opening quarter. A defensive affair. 4 sacks combined between these two teams. As in motion that time is the tight end Higbee, and here is sack number 5. Stafford is swallowed whole. They came off the weak side, and Jalix Hunt with a huge hit. What a cool name, by the way. Where you can get in 8 years, hey, we'll see you in the Super Bowl. Rams ran it once and said never again. I guess so. Wow. Unreal. Ethan Evans going to be a busy man, so it seems. His 3rd punt of the opening quarter gets this one away. And a pretty good one. Returnable, though, up to the 40-yard line. 6 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Saquon Barkley with the only touchdown thus far. And a super defensive affair. 21 people in chat, by the way. Appreciate everybody joining me for a big-time NFC divisional rematch. Drop a like if you have not yet already. Subscribe if you are new. Final play of an action-packed opening quarter. As Hurts backs up and will check it down. Caught by Barkley. Breaks the man's ankles and taken down in the upward direction. 7-yard pickup ends the opening quarter. It's the Rams nothing and the Eagles 7. Philly trying to go 3-0. Rams trying to avoid 0-3. 2 opposite parallels here. In week number 3, there goes Barkley left side, breaks some more ankles up the 40, and out of bounds at the 35. Oh, what's a good week to take Saquon? Back-to-back ankle breakers? Come on now. Panthers-Patriots week 4. Let me try to get you a guesstimate real quick, if I may. How about this? Saquon in his X Factor. Do not want to see that man in the open field right now. Hurts going to look to fire this one near sideline, incomplete. All right, so our final game of week 3 is Lions-Ravens. That is on the 11th of July. And I'd say somewhere around like the 15th to 17th should be probably a fair estimate of when we'll see that. Incompletion there from Hurts. Nobody home this time. Saquon's home on the screen pass, looking for a second all-purpose touchdown. Breaks one tackle, picks up 15. Oh, it's a terrific day to have Saquon. How many points does he have right now? I mean, that's 8 points on receptions alone. The touchdown makes it 14. The rushing, he's got almost 20 points already. You'll love to see it. Poor Santorio, man. Can buy some points. Calcaterra checking in here, 2 tight end set. But the handoff goes to Barkley with some good blocking again. Breaks one tackle and drags defenders inside the 10. I'm telling you, it is a legitimate thing. Saquon Barkley against the LA Rams, it's just inevitable. They can't stop him. I'm surprised Madden actually developed that kind of realism, but here we are. Barkley averaging over 10 yards a carry, as he does against the Rams. Left side, there's Dallas Goedert, breaks a tackle, fighting toward the goal line. He will pick up 5. What up, Redfern? Good play there for Philadelphia. Tyus Jones to the Magic. Now, my phone's going to be blowing up with these NBA free agency trades. Keep me updated in chat for my NBA fans. I'd love to know what's going on around the block. Prime territory for a handoff to Saquon, but Jalen Hurts taking it under his own. Bell rolling left side, and he's sacked. Byron Young that time. Pardon me, Jared Verse. That is an 8, not a 0. Well, there is the Rams D-line, right as you called for it. They do have 4 sacks. They just don't have very good rush defense. I think that's probably the complaining point. That is 6 already combined, Trex. On pace for about 20 at this point. Philadelphia backs up 6 yards. Now 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Hurts going to look to fire this one to the back corner of the end zone. Overshoots Devontae Smith. That is his first target of the game. Does not go according to plan. Good stop from the Rams. They needed that one badly. As soon as Saquon stopped touching the ball, the drive expired. Jake Elliott on for the 25-yard chip shot. On his opening attempt of week 3, it's up and good. Philadelphia leads by 2 scores, 10-0. 7:22 to go in the second quarter. 10.3 yards a carry is nasty work. What made me start doing this? I would say half boredom, half interest. I've always had a lot of respect for commentators. I feel like they are the hidden figure that really makes or breaks a moment in sports. So, thought it'd be cool to get into it, and somehow, some way, people like this kind of thing. Return taken for the Rams from inside the 5-yard line. Out to the 29. Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams have not scored a point since the 3rd quarter of their week 2 loss against the Tennessee Titans. They need some points ASAP. Jake Elliott is all reliable, isn't he? Him and the Wizard of Oz. You just can't go wrong with that one. Not at all. Eagles going to struggle this year. I had them going back-to-back. We'll see if that's the real case, though. 17 total yards of offense today for Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams as they look to turn this game around in the second quarter. Outside pass held on to. Tyler Higbee again been the go-to guy for Matthew Stafford today. It's an 8-yard gain. MPJ traded from the Nuggets to the Nets. Nuggets get Cam Johnson. I did see that. Nuggets also gave away a 2032 first-rounder. Higbee picks up 8 more. Stafford once again looking to throw the football. Had you any doubt? Once again, it's Tyler Higbee. First down up to the 43-yard line, gain of 6. Really good at this, much better than the Madden announcers. Appreciate it, man. I mean, the more you do something, the better you're going to get at it. I have done literal hundreds and hundreds of these. So, number 9 back in shotgun formation. Plants his leg, sets his feet, fires downfield, caught by Nakua. This is the kind of drive that Stafford and company are hoping to put together. Something that gets them on the board. Doesn't matter what it is or how it happens. They just got to find the end zone. Doesn't matter who or how. And they know that. Terrence Ferguson checking in at tight end, but Matthew Stafford rolling left and now resets his feet, fires this one away. I mean, I'm convinced at this point they can bring out 9 offensive linemen, and Kyron Williams will still not touch the football in the backfield. Poor guy, man. Washington or Dallas winning the East. I mean, the NFC East rule is not going back-to-back, right? So I can see it. Getting loud once again here in Philadelphia. 5-man rush, well protected, but off the helmet, incomplete. Zach Bond uses his head to the best of his ability. Winds up an incompletion. Browns are 1-2 now. Upset win over the Ravens. So we'll take that, I guess. Ethan Evans on for the punt. Number 4 today. This one is high arcing and will go out of bounds at the 27-yard line. That is a 28-yard punt. Saquon Barkley emerges back onto the field like a Marvel villain. 5.5 to go. Yeah, Browns had a heartbreaking loss to the Packers. They went for 2 on the final play with 1 second left in the fourth quarter to win it and got sacked. Saquon looking for some more touches here. His 7th carry, breaks 1 tackle in the backfield, trying to run through 2 Ram defenders and route to 16 yards. Oh, man. It's just impossible to bring him down. You'll love to see it. They got to get him out of his X factor first. Hurts now from the pistol. Barkley going to shuffle left this time. Hurts fires this one deep downfield and wide open. A.J. Brown down to the 20-yard line. And he signals the chains are moving, and they absolutely are. Little back shoulder fade, not quite where it should have been placed, but it was so wide open, it simply didn't matter. Madden 25 version on the PS5. This is what that is, but it's kind of, I don't know. I did not like Madden 25 very much. One of my least favorite all the time, truth be told. Philadelphia right back into the red zone. Barkley going to act as a receiver here, as Hurts is going to fire his direction. Hauled in at the 15, and Barkley picks up almost a full 10. This is beautiful. I didn't think he would be this much of a dual threat through the air today, but hey, here we are. There we land. 100 rushing attempts and 6 touchdowns. Kyron Williams wishes he was you. Barkley picks up 9.5 more through the air. See if his number is called here from the 11-yard line. Play clock down to 11. Pass down the middle, and a couple of different Eagles run into each other. Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown run the same drag route. Winds up at incompletion. Rams get off lucky. How much longer can their defense handle this, though? Matthew Stafford yet to even get across midfield, I believe. Yikes. Incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. Inside handoff is to Barkley as he spins free from 1 tackle. Taken down from behind at the 5-yard line. Still averaging over 10 yards a carry. Broncos Giants 2031 Super Bowl. I got to think about who I got to win the next one. Ravens Eagles this year, I'm convinced. Goal to go situation once again here for Philadelphia. Pass down the middle, hauled in at the 1-yard line. That is Jahan Dotson. That's the 4-yard pickup. Opinion on Jalen Hurts, I think he's okay. He's less of a system quarterback than Brock Purdy, but he is most definitely a system quarterback. Dallas Goedert lining up in the backfield here, which means an extra body for Saquon Barkley, we assume. Hurts gets the snap off, hands it off to Saquon, who walks into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown. Oh, this is beautiful. Chili quaking in his boots and he doesn't even know it. Number 26 simply dominates against the Rams, and that continues into 2025. You love to see it. Extra point will make this a 3-score game, and what's even better, Saquon's going to get the football a ton at this rate because garbage time will be the entire fourth quarter. Eagles-Ravens Super Bowl would be insane. It would be. Jake Elliott on now for the extra point as he puts this one up and through. Philadelphia ahead 17-0. I'm honestly more impressed by their defense today than Saquon. Saquon always does this, but their defense, man, not even letting their opponent across midfield yet. How about it? It is a no-fly zone from one end to another right now. Philly fans, sing out. Enjoy once again. 2:43 to go. Rams will try to get on the board still. For the first time today, looks like 10 pick'ems are going to suffer another loss at this rate. That's a crazy stat for you. Rams on the return from inside the 10-yard line, needing a spark, and their special teams unable to deliver. Matthew Stafford walking back out onto the field, and boy does he need help. What up, Trey? No score yet from the Rams? No. They have made it only to their own 49-yard line. And Matthew Stafford has one interception as well. Got to clean it up here if they want a shot. 2-minute drill time for Matthew Stafford. Historically, one of the best all time. Finally, Williams gets the handoff and picks up a pair. And now they use their run game down by 17. That's the logic. That adds up. That makes complete and entire sense. Well, no matter the case, it's a 2-yard gain, and we have one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Stafford looking deep here, going to fire this one in to Devontae Adams. Well, he was looking deep. Did not happen, though. We hit the 2-minute warning. It is the Rams nothing, the Eagles 17. Adams and Williams this time share the backfield. Stafford going to swing this one out there and completes to his wide receiver as Adams fighting forward. And he is shut down and neutralized by Zach Bond after a 1-yard pickup. 1,000 rushing and 6 touchdowns and 5 completions. Brother's playing life on a rookie mode right now. That's funny. Rams now into the no huddle, looking to preserve their timeouts for as long as possible. Stafford steps right, fires a completion in there, and finally the Rams to midfield. Tutu Atwell that time on the catch. Nice little haul in as the Rams will once again convert. Now into the no huddle. Tutu Atwell in press coverage. Rams are still yet to burn a timeout. Taking their time. Extra blitzer coming late. It's picked up. Stafford down the middle. Wide open. Puka Nacua picks up a large gain of 18. Wow. All right. Rams are at least in scoring range here. Keep in mind they get the ball to begin the second half as well. So a double dip here could be of mass importance. How so, though? They are still hungry for the end zone here. 35 seconds to go in the opening half, and Matthew Stafford steps up again off the play action, fires the incompletion. Well played there by that Philadelphia defensive backfield. They earned it. Absolutely earned that one. Still, though, Rams are 49-yard field goal territory. We'll see what happens. Nothing going there for Matthew Stafford. Rams have got to start using these timeouts sometime soon. As Stafford will fire this near sideline. It's held on to by Higbee. 9-yard pickup that time. And again, he's out of bounds, so really no need to use the timeout. Might as well hang on and see if you need it later. AI decision making is terrible, isn't it? Hopefully that improves next year, but we've been saying that since the start. Rams are yet to convert today on a third down. Can they find their first here in the waning moments of the second quarter? Little swing pass out there and caught. Devontae Adams inside the red zone. And the first Ram timeout is taken. I don't think Saquon will get another 2,000-yard season. I think teams are going to start game planning way more around forcing Hurts to make plays. Notice that the teams that beat him really, really limited Saquon. You know who held him to the fewest rushing yards last year was actually the Browns. Fun fact. Rams take their first time out. At the 18-yard line, extra blitzer coming, picked up for the moment, and Puka Nacua was picked out down to the 1-yard line. Almost got all the way in there. Now the Rams are definitely out in the end zone. Yeah, that was the Browns game that we scored. Did we even score an offensive touchdown? We might have scored one. But yeah, almost beat the Eagles in Philly too. Crazy but true. The rush is definitely in play here as the Rams still have a timeout. Handoff is delivered, and the Rams are finally on the board and into the end zone right before halftime. What a huge drive. Kyron Williams that time able to crack open the gate. That's a big drive. Matthew Stafford leads the 2-minute drill like nobody else does. Kyron Williams diving into the end zone. What of Josiah Hernandez? Don't know which team I'm cheering for. Let's just cheer for a good game then as well. Why not? I don't think Derrick Henry is going to get 2K either. Only by scoring points on special teams does not shock me. Packers special teams is terrible. Extra point is up and good for Joshua Carty. The deficit cut down to 10. Very important drive there from the LA Rams. Some Santoriu points. Hey, he's on the board. That's all that matters, man. What up, CMDR Carney? Great content and compensating too. Too bad Madden doesn't simulate Stafford's genius. No-look passes to move defenders to get receivers open. That is at the very bottom of the list of Madden things that don't happen. This game is legitimately... We have categorized a term in our chat called Madden Moments because we have about one or two of those a game where it's just like, what is even happening? What up, Flash Gordon? Interesting idea. Halfback with 2,000-yard seasons. No halfback has ever done it. Really? That's interesting. I do think the Eagles beat the Ravens in the Super Bowl this year. I think Philly goes back-to-back. Starts their own dynasty. Couple of steps here for the Eagles. See if they can get into field goal range with a handoff going to Saquon up the middle, who lowers his helmet and picks up 9. And Hurts has some interest here in a heat. Does he have a 60-yard pass in him? Through the air, we'll see. Tread it, run from it. Madden moments arrive all the same. I'm telling you, this game's turning into the Avengers. Cheer for both. There you go. I think Saquon is young enough to do it. I think he has the most potential. I just don't think he will. Saquon picks up 9, and so another handoff going in his direction, and he'll pick up the first down. A gain of 2. I don't mind that idea, actually. Thinking that maybe the Rams are going to play more prevent defense, and you could break about a 12-yard gain. Saquon can do that easily in 5 seconds. If Henry was still in Tennessee, I think he could. That's kind of a hot take. But I do believe that to be the case. And this will be our final play of the opening half. Another handoff to Saquon, who breaks one more tackle and takes us to halftime. Rams get on the board late and importantly, 7-17 the score as we head to the third quarter. With the Rams receiving the second half kickoff. Going to get my live poll out here for you guys real quick on who you think is going to win this game. Will the Rams come back to win and get their first of the year, or will the Philadelphia Eagles hang on and remain unbeaten through 3 weeks of the sim season? Cast your votes now. Eagles lost their players. How if they're going to win another Super Bowl? I just think the players that they keep are only going to get better. Return up the middle here for the Rams. Not a bad one either. Out to the 32. Matthew Stafford looking to replicate his previous drive. Would absolutely love to have this game back within 3, let alone a single score. Bengals-Titans defensive showdown. That game is crazy. How many picks did Tannehill throw? Like 4? That game was bonkers. Second half is underway from Lincoln Financial Field, and we begin with an outside handoff to Kyron Williams with a marker down, though. This is likely coming back on a hold at the exterior. Right at the point of the attack, that'll get called 10 times out of 10, and it is the rookie, Terrence Ferguson. I don't know why Madden has begun taking timeouts, but nobody takes the time. I'm so confused. Maybe somebody got hurt and a penalty was called. Who knows? Cheer for the Rams? Why not? Underdog story type of game. Might love to see it happen. See if it comes to fruition here. 1st and 15 after the holding penalty. And so Stafford now off the bootleg going left side, and Williams hangs on to it only for a 1-yard pickup. Right there with him stride for stride. Believe that was Cooper DeJean. Chiefs Cowboys will feed families. I'm telling you what's not going to feed families is Chiefs Giants Sunday Night Football this week. What were the football gods thinking? Matthew Stafford from the empty. It's a 4-man rush coming from the Eagles. Outside pass is caught by Nakua. Bare minimal. 2-yard gain. Jonathan Ringo on the exterior that time. Rams play Eagles, Colts, Niners, Ravens, Jaguars, Saints, and Niners. What a brutal schedule, man. That's rough for them. 3rd down and a dozen to open up the second half here for the Ram offense. Stafford looking to set up a screen pass, but nobody home, and that winds up an incompletion. Simply put, Tyler Higbee could not give up position on the pass rush coming from up top. Well played there by the Eagle front 4. Forces the 3 and out. Saquon getting ready to take back over. Ethan Evans on for the punt. Puts his right foot through this one. Another end-over-end kick. This one has some returnability up across the 30-yard line to the 31. Saquon Barkley taking back over. My sim season, the NFC West, AFC North, and AFC South have a tie race between 3 other teams. I hope we get a lot of good divisional showdowns to the very last week. It's a lot more entertaining when not just playoff spots are on the line, but home playoff spots too. The Eagles will begin their second half from the 31-yard line with an RPO right side and read well. Read to perfection. Brandon Fisk. And A.J. Brown doesn't like it, but man, what a hit at the top of the screen. That is a big man play right there. Loss of 2 on the catch for A.J. Brown. So Hurts now looking to air it out deep down the middle. Picks out Brown, a 10-yard gain. Should have been a pick 6. We need a big man pick 6 right now so bad. I need a rumbling, stumbling call like I need air so badly. Maybe one day. 10-yard pickup there for A.J. Brown. Sets up a 3rd and 2. Inside handoff to Mr. Reliable, Saquon Barkley, who breaks multiple tackles, still on his feet, up to midfield again. It's just practice for this guy. Over 100 yards rushing and nearly 200 all-purpose yards today for the great Saquon Barkley. Unreal. Tight formation here for the Eagle offense. And Hurts going to take a read option left side, sniffed out beautifully. Omar Spates. A loss of 1, and back and forth we go here in the 3rd quarter. Big Keith Traylor, look at him rumble. Love a good big man touchdown. Loss of 1 on the QB keeper. Hurts going the wrong direction. This time stepping up, stepping left. Now going to fire. Back right side, caught by Saquon. And a 7-yard catch. That is a forward pass. Add to the PPR. I might be getting chilly. I might be catching up, especially if Saquon gets into the end zone for a 3rd time today. Things could get good here. As he stands to the right side of Hurts this time. on a 3rd and 4, extra protection from Saquon. Passes out there and hauled in. What a beauty from Hurts. And he picks out John Dotson. 22-yard pickup, gets halfway to the end zone. Jared Verse unhappy, reigning defensive rookie of the year. Not pleased with his team. Back to the pistol now. Dual threat ability of this offense is on full display. Hurts rolling left, fires downfield, wide open to Devontae Smith into the end zone. Such versatility with the Eagle offense. This team can hurt you in so many ways. Saquon lays down the foundation and frees up some open space for Devontae Smith to stroll into the end zone. Call it night-night. Yeah, I can't disagree. It's looking like 0-3. Poor Rams, man. Poor Rams. The NFC West right now is just a cesspool for bad football. Rams are going to be 0-3. Niners right now with 0-2. Cardinals are 1-1. As are the Seattle Seahawks. Extra point coming up here. It's up and it is good. I mean, and the only win Seattle had was over San Francisco. So the only legitimate win the NFC West has right now is the Cardinals' comeback victory over the Saints in Week 1. That is wild. But it's true. So that would be what? After this game, the NFC West would be 2-7. Wow. I mean, everybody else is still yet to play Week 3, but even still, even if they all win, they still have a below 500 record. Crazy to think about. Our best division, though, without a shout of a doubt, is the AFC East. Patriots at 2-1, Bills at 3-0, Jets at 1-1. And the 0-3 Dolphins kind of holding it down there, although they have lost 2 divisional games now. So that is to be understood. Return is out to the 28-yard line. Cardinals going to win the West with a losing record at this point. I'm here for it. If Rams lose to Colts, I'd be shocked. They could be a tough team to beat. I honestly think the Colts will win that easily, at least in Madden. Rams once again face their largest deficit of 17. Eagles bringing pressure again, and it gets home. Zach Bond lays down the boom at the 21-yard line. Seven-yard loss for Matthew Stafford. And he is visibly unhappy. I would be too. His offensive line just wants to see him retire at this point. I'm thoroughly convinced. Another uphill battle for this LA Ram offense. Matthew Stafford has been poorly protected 3 weeks in a row. You just knew it was going to happen, though, against the Eagles. There's a check down caught by Higbee, who turns upfield with some open space, picks up a dozen. Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs, Niners, Rams, Seahawks, and Cardinals were all 2-0. It's a long list. That is pretty crazy, though. 2 whole divisions, wow. Might be 4-down territory already here. As Stafford with a loaded backfield once again, trying to pick out an open target down the field, and he finds Tutu Atwell, break it away, taken down by Sidney Brown at the 40. That's an important catch and run there for the also reliable wide receiver 3. I'm actually a big advocate for Tutu Atwell, one of the more solid wide receiver 3s in the NFL, if you ask me. He brings what you need as a football team. Rams should be right around field goal range here at the bare minimum. That is all they can afford to take away, and at this rate they might, although Devontae Adams battling for every extra yard. Only picks up 1 there. Could have been a huge loss, though. They'll take that one. That was 2021? Probably, yeah. Lions-Ravens could be the game of the year in Monday Night Football. It really could. I'm looking forward to it. Devontae Adams in press coverage at the top of your screen here. After he caught that swing pass. Stack formation on the right side, although there goes Adams pulling away, and right on cue inside the 20. 24-yard pickup to the 15-yard line. Tutu going to be a bigger part of that Rams offense? He probably will be. No more Cooper Kupp. Got to give Davante Adams some time to settle down. Looking forward to see how he is going to respond to the calling. Rams try to strike right back here. Bring us back within 10. Pass down the middle. Held on to. 2-2 Atwell absorbs the contact. That is a 5-yard pickup. Can't wait to see the Bengals-Lions game. Going to be game of the year, which is a high-scoring game. That could be. That'll actually be quite exciting. Rams offense now down to the 10-yard line. Getting loud inside of Lincoln Financial once again. Is Stafford going up top and delivers. First and goal at the 1. Davante Adams going down low. Seeks out the football. And he finds it. Got to give him respect for that one. Heck of a play up top. Prime territory for a rush here. Once again on first and goal. Nakua in motion. They hand it off up the middle and into the end zone for the second time today. Kyron Williams brings us back within 11. All right. Rams strike back offensively. They have woken up. Found what they left all the way back in LA in week 1. Good for them. That was needed pretty badly. They find what they need though. Joshua Carty on now for the point after. As he puts this one up and through. Rams trail by 10 yet again. Can't wait to watch a Bears playoff game this year. I admire the optimism. We'll see if it happens. We will see. They might if they stay healthy. Could happen. Wow. Cardinals are getting no hit right now. That's pretty crazy. By the Pirates. Why are the Pirates like a dominant force to be reckoned with now in the MLB? That is pretty crazy. And here comes the kickoff. Philadelphia taking back over. We expect a whole lot of Saquon on this drive. Not going to start with the best field position, though. Out to the 27. What up, Mile High? What up, Noah Herron? Bears always get hype, but just never meet it. True. Happy 4th of July week to you as well. Pardon me. Celebrating that all week long. Can't believe America turns 250 years old next year. It's going to be one heck of a celebration. Philadelphia offense looking to put this game to rest here with a long touchdown drive if they can sustain it. Hurts throwing on the run and again picks out the recent touchdown score. Devontae Smith. 21-yard pickup. That's a way to start a drive. Yeah, it's Andrew Haney pitching today. If it were Skeens, I would understand. It is not, though. LSU built different. They are pretty crazy. Approaching the final minute of the third quarter. We have gone back and forth this period. Saquon gets another handoff, high step in his way to midfield for a 3-yard gain. He has been in his X factor since the second quarter, maybe even earlier. I don't remember for sure. Live poll right now is 71% in favor of Philadelphia with the 14 votes in. Don't forget to get your representation before it's all over. Hurts going down low once again. Perfect snap that time. Going down the field, and Goddard goes upstairs and brings one down. 20-yard pickup on the catch. I believe that is only his second reception of the day. That was a dig sideline touchdown kind of play right there. Minus the touchdown part. Once again, though, Philadelphia showing off their versatility on the ground through the air. Rams just cannot combat it right now. Down the middle, caught by Devontae Smith. Looked to pivot outside. That was shut down pretty quickly. They'll gain 7, though. 3 fantasy points. Those are big ones. Need a Goddard score, though, yeah. For sure. One more step potentially here before the end of the third quarter, and Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts will make us wait. At the end of 3, it's the Rams 14, the Eagles 24, and an NFC divisional rematch from last season. Here we go. 2nd and 3. Opening play of the fourth quarter. Rams looking to force their opening turnover on this possession. Hurts has all the time in the world, stepping right, and he is sacked again. Byron Young is the sack recipient that time. Sets up a 3rd and 8. Big time play. Rams need to at least force a field goal here if they can help themselves. Can they get off the field? Pivotal 3rd and 8 coming up here. We expect pass from this Eagle offense. Got to get to the 20-yard line to keep this drive going forward. Saquon once again in motion. Hurts going down the middle, picks out an open target. Devontae Smith again. It's a 14-yard gain, but most importantly, a 1st down. And that might just do it. Sure, Montgomery going to get all the touchdowns. I think that exactly happened last week. Interesting to see how he does, though. Philly taking their time now on this possession. Hurts again, being scrambled in the pocket. Taken down for the 6th time today. Say what you want about this Rams team. Their defensive line shows up no matter where they go. Kobe Turner with a multi-sack game once again. Best wide receiver 2 in the league. That has to go to T. Higgins, if you ask me. I think spit the solid, but T gets the upper hand, in my humble opinion. 5-yard loss on the sack there. Rams have the leverage once again on 2nd and long. Can they keep it, though? Back down the middle. Devontae Smith pays the price that time. 6-yard gain. Omar Spates right there to meet him at the 12-yard line. Eagles O-line not this bad. They're not. I would agree. But that Rams defensive line is just that good. Sometimes that is just the case. 2 tight end, 2 receiver set here on a 3rd and 9. Hurts going to make one last change to this play. Stepping back, rolling right, looking to evade his sack, stepping up, looking for the end zone, and down to the 1. Had that heroic play in overtime last week in Kansas City, and he almost had another MVP-like moment right there. Sets up a 1st and goal, and Jimmy G's handsome face hanging his head. 2 backs in the backfield here on a 1st and goal. And the handoff going left side and into the end zone for the touchdown. Believe that is the former Packer A.J. Dillon, and it is. Stolen. Wow. First touch of the game, and he peruses into the end zone. Fights through just a single tackle. Oh, that's 6 fantasy points stolen from me. Yeah, hate to see it. Should at least be a 13-win team. I think so, too. Pretty comfortably. Just got to get over the hump. Can they? The extra point is up and good for Jake Elliott. The lead is back to 17. 10-play, 74-yard drive for Philadelphia. Wow. That's all you can say. As they rejoice once again and bond based on their scoring. Got to end the live poll here. After 18 votes, 72% in favor of the Philadelphia Eagles, who look like they will have an easy victory here, which means Zombau now 7-0. Unbeaten pick'em. The only one remaining. Return up to the 27, call it the 28-yard line there. It took a while. But we got there eventually. Well, if you guys are planning to hit the exits early, be sure to check out highlights of the Falcons and Panthers that just released today. And drop a like on your way out. A.J. Dillon is an Eagle. It's true. That's a good question, Trey. Let's get a check-in. What's our representation in fan bases looking like nowadays? Now or never once again for the Rams. Their defense does them no help. As Matthew Stafford looking to lead a quick drive here. Nice spin move from Devontae Adams. Pulls him free for a couple extra yards. Inside enemy territory already. Madden has been disrespecting the Rams for a while. Lions. JJJ, by the way, I'm super happy that you turned up this year. We have been waiting so long for a Lions fan in my chat. It's been a while. Adams now moves into the backfield. Stafford sets his feet, fires down the middle, and he is intercepted. Quinyon Mitchell. And that is the ball game. Wow. Only one quarterback with more interceptions this season than Matthew Stafford, and that number only getting increasingly worse. It's Quinyon Mitchell with the INT. That is good games. Well, look at the numbers today for Saquon Barkley. Looking to get to 200 all-purpose yards with a victory. And that is looking quite tasty in his sights right now. Only needs about 30 or so more yards to get to that point. The victory at this point seems secure. Eagles trip to back-to-back looking good. They will try to take every bit of this 6:30 off the clock. Saquon go on the right side, and not a Los Angeles Ram in sight. Down to the 30. That is another storming run from Saquon. What up, YB? Reps coming back. One can only hope. Who's guarding Devontae Adams? I don't know, but they're locking him up today for the most part. Back into scoring range already in just a single play. In the blink of an eye. Left side pass hauled in on the RPO. That is Jahan Dotson. No gainer, but the clock continues to tick away. That is all Philadelphia cares about at this point. Nothing matters more. Take a look at the upcoming schedule between these two teams here in between plays. Rams have got to get back on track after a supposed 0-3 start to this season. There's Dallas Goedert on the RPO, picks up 8. Colts Cowboys after. Let me see when that's even coming up. That's not even this week. We are still in week 3. Colts will be playing on the 2nd of July. Cowboys will be on the 8th. 3rd and 2 here at the midway point of the 4th quarter. Drop back from Hurts, goes left side, picks out Grant Calcaterra, who finds the end zone. And that is the nail in the coffin. Oh, poor Santorio, man. Oh, man. We both got a touchdown stolen. Philadelphia continuing to run away with it. En route to 3-0. And the back-to-back chants are coming out at Lincoln Financial Field. Man, oh, man. All right. Let me see what we got going on. Well, tomorrow night we got the Jets and the Buccaneers. That should be a high-octane offensive battle. As for the Rams, next week they take on the 2-0 Indianapolis Colts, looking to be 3-0 what they win over Tennessee. And Philadelphia heads to Tampa Bay, a team that has been their kryptonite the last couple of seasons. Extra point is up and good for Jake Elliott. There is a strong possibility both those teams walk in there 3-0. How exciting might that be? Who had that on the bingo card? A Grant Calcaterra touchdown? Couldn't tell you. That is a good question. One would have to see. Elliott on for the kickoff. Sirianni's been put on notice. He must have. Return taken from inside the 5 here for the Rams and up to the 28-yard line. Couple of garbage time possessions here for both teams. Matthew Stafford, another ugly day. 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Completion percentage, not too terrible. Just under 75%. It's quite good, actually, but heard the Eagle fans, C-E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Yes, I have heard them mispronounce it devastatingly. Rams offense back on the field here. Couple of drives for some pride, taking it back home. Stafford looking deep, still eyeing his first touchdown. Going down the middle, nearly intercepted for the third time. Zach Bond had both hands on it. Next game's Niners after Colts. Is it? Maybe I mistyped the... No, Niners got a while. Niners don't play until the 9th. Yeah. Matthew Stafford, lucky. He did not complete his hat trick of interceptions there. Finds his tight end, Tyler Higbee. Turns upfield, picks up 8. Would have been the second pick in a row. You were correct. Poor Santorio, man. That would have been a huge... That would have been about 10 points total. Ugh. Philly likely now just going to sit back and relax and enjoy all the hard work they have put in thus far. Matthew Stafford checks it down. Another big hit that Tyler Higbee will have to absorb. NFC West is goofy right now. Nothing will ever top the 2020 NFC East, though. The tankiest of tank divisions. What a moment. What a moment. Stafford retreats to the shotgun here. Drops back deep, going downfield, swatted away by Zach Bond. Gives him the little finger wag there, Dikembe Mutombo style. Not going to happen. I did not see the pictures from CMC now. Wouldn't shock me, though. Had a long off season. Another Matthew Stafford incompletion. 2nd and 10 now. Stafford this time picks out the open man, Davante Adams. His 10th catch today. What a quiet 10-catch afternoon for Davante Adams. Throwing in a quadruple coverage makes sense. It does at this point. Why not? Nothing else has worked out against this Eagle defense. Stafford and the Rams now up to midfield. Just felt like their offense and defense were never on the same page at the same time. Outside pass held on to. Higbee once again, he has been feasting today. Picks up 15, out of bounds, stops the clock. With 2:52 to go. Well, for those of you still sticking around, let me know what your pick'em record is going to be after the result of this one. I actually got to go double check mine real quick. I don't even know where I'm at. Clock is stopped with just under 3 to go. Here in the final quarter. Stafford going outside, caught by Davante Adams up the sideline. Another big gainer. Down to the 15. I will be 4-3 after this. I did not realize I was having that bad of a week. Oh well. It is what it is. First and 10 now at the 15. Williams stands to the right side of Stafford, who fires left side, caught by Adams, his 12th catch of the game, inside the 5. All right. Will they find the end zone one last time? Rams looking for a touchdown for pride here. Down by 24 near the 2-minute warning. Matthew Stafford fires down the middle, and Tutu Atwell will gift him his first passing touchdown here in week 3. All right, moving on. They will go for 2. Not been your year so far. No, Madden 25 has been quite crazy. Quite crazy. Comeback could happen. You just never know. That's step 1 of many. Rams going to go for 2. Looking to make this a 2-score game. Stafford backpedaling. Well protected. Fires to the back of the end zone. Held on to. And the 2-point try is converted. There's the rookie Terrence Ferguson. First catch of the game. Okay. Get the rookie involved. Get him some love. Seems like every tight end in this game getting love, but Dallas Goedert. That is unfortunate. Good drive there from the Rams. Took, honestly, a decent amount of time, but not disrespectfully long. Could have worked out for him. You just never know. What up, Hartley? Tight end's getting lots of love indeed. Oh, yeah. Rams get the onside. That would be crazy. That is a big, big if. I think we are like 0 for our last 200. Joshua Carty, though, going to attempt the onside kick. Try to get lucky here, and that is held on to. Eagles take over. That was a pretty good attempt. We'll say. Gave it a good effort on special teams. At least I can look forward to Shuck continuing his no INC streak. True. True that. We'll see if the Saints can get a win on week 3, get back over the 500 hump. Time for Saquon to take back over. Handoff for him. Goes right side, looking for his 3rd touchdown. Breaks 1 tackle and picks up 7. As we hit the 2-minute warning. Rams 22, Eagles 38. Right back to action. Couple more rushes and this game will be history. High formation handoff to Saquon. Bouncing up the middle. Breaks another tackle. And picks up 1. Timeout is taken, though, by the Rams. They have some interest at the bare minimum. I mean, depending on how big of a stop they get here, Elliott misses a field goal. Stay with me now. You just never know. Will be the craziest comeback you will have ever seen. See what Philadelphia does here on 3rd and 2. The handoff goes to 26, and Saquon is inches short. So it should be a field goal attempt coming up here for Jake Elliott, and I have to check scoregami now. 41-22 has happened 3 times. Oh, so close to a scoregami. Might still have a shot at it. Never know. Jake Elliott on now for a 48-yard attempt, looking to put this game officially to bed. It's up, and it is good. Philly fans once again breaking out into their chants. 41-29 has happened too. Wow. That happened in 2021? What? All right. Oh, that is what it is. Bare minimum is my team. There you go. Poor Chicago. One day, man. I mean, hey, at least you've been to a Super Bowl in your lifetime. At least you've won the division in your lifetime. Let me also throw that on the table. And a return taken from the 5-yard line here. Rams are upended at the 25. Matthew Stafford, over 300 yards passing. Coming for us, I believe. I hope so. I don't think it's this year for the Browns, but hey, hopefully it is soon. We'll see who gets blessed and who does not. Matthew Stafford from the shotgun. 2-minute drill time officially, down by 19. Stafford goes deep right side, picks out a wide open target out at the 49. Easy little catch there. 18-yard pickup officially. And now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Clock stops with a $1:40. Rams down to their final timeout here. Stafford taking way too long. Play clock down to 8. Stafford finally takes the snap. Fires this one to the sideline. It's held on to. Devontae Adams again. Come on, man. I'm trying to get going. All due respect, this game's over. I'm going to go ahead and update the standings while I'm doing this. Make some use of my time. Get the division and playoff standings up to date. Philly going to improve to 3-0 with the victory here. Rams going to fall to 0-3. Stafford picks out his tight end Higbee. 9-yard pickup that time, but he does stay in bounds. That helps us. We'll take those. All right. Rams going to fall to the bottom of their division. Eagles stay a game and a half ahead in their division. 9-yard pickup there for Higbee. Rams into the no huddle. Stafford going downfield again. Hauled in by Puka Nacua through the hit. And the Rams, or the Eagles now take over the 1 seed. over Tampa Bay. Here we go. This is getting exciting. Rams now bottom of the division and the conference after this loss. The only team in the NFC now at 0-3. Stafford backpedaling, and he's going to be sacked again. Nolan Smith. That is either 2 or 3. But it is a multi-sack game for number 3. Back to the no huddle here. Could be our final snap taken. Matthew Stafford going left side. That is held on to. Davante Adams breaks one tackle, breaks a couple, and how about the athleticism? What a touchdown. Whoa. That was pretty crazy. Well then, Davante Adams might actually be leading wide receivers in PPR this week. How bizarre. What okay indeed. That was wild. Pretty crazy. That was crazy. Extra point for Josh McCarty. Looking to make this a very scoregami looking like score. It's up and good. 41-29 though has happened twice in the history of the NFL. Most recently in 2021. So no history is being made yet this year. Still looking for scoregami. Potentially soon. At this rate, we find about 1 or 2 a year. We're getting there. All right, let's get the onside kick going. Let's get out of here. One more onside kick attempt here for Joshua Carty. Skips this one right into a Philadelphia Eagle. 2 more seconds come off the clock. And we can just about be done. Hoping for one more handoff to Saquon. Probably not going to happen, though. Rams are going to take their final timeout, I just realized. So we're going to be here for at least another minute or 2. No, you won't forget stats? Absolutely not. Sorry for football, though. Such a bittersweet thing. It is. We are 10 weeks away from NFL Sunday. So, little less than that from the actual season. 66 days. And we are 1 month away, actually, from the Hall of Fame game. Crazy. But also true. Jalen Hurts into victory formation as he takes a knee and takes the Eagles to 3-0. Back-to-back looking good with a 41-29 win and a rematch of last year's divisional matchup. All right. Results are in officially as we take a look at the player stats. Stafford almost threw 50 passes. Saquon almost 150. Look at Davante Adams. 37.9 fantasy points. 36.9. Wow. Crazy. Well, there are the stats. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And tomorrow night we got the Bucks and the Jets. If the Bucks win, we will have a battle of 2 3-0 teams coming up next week in Tampa Bay. So let's